Well, good morning, everyone. This is Linda with Linda Sue Plants for you. Today I want to talk about my purple velvet plant. Those of you that have been following me will remember how beautiful it was. It was all the way up to the top of that trellis. And I took a lot of cuttings. And it was still doing great, but all of a sudden it started to decline. I thought it might be because of that possible. Well, let me start over here. I was unable to care for my plants at all for several weeks, and my husband walked back here and he said, "Honey, that plant really needs water." I threw some in there. I said, "Oh, good." And I had 2 jugs sitting back here. One had my synthetic fertilizer and one had a liquid, well, water-soluble fungus product with copper that he premixed for me and put in a jug. And I'm thinking he may have watered, and that was mixed to be used as a spray. And I'm not sure, I wasn't sure if maybe he used the wrong jug. That's kind of what I was thinking in the beginning. But because it didn't die and the way it was acting, that just didn't make sense to me, because then I think it would have ruined the root system as well. So what I found to be really strange is the way these leaves were consistently curled, whether it was watered or not watered. And upon closer inspection, I couldn't find any kind of insects either. Well, today I looked again, and I do believe I see spider mites on this plant. So I am going to rip this apart. I did notice some of the plant has perked up here, but I'm not wanting to trust that for the rest of this. So what I'm going to do is take cuttings. First, I'm going to treat it with a systemic spray. I will let that sit on there for a while, and then I'm going to rinse it under water, and then I'm going to take cuttings and put those in water and root them, and then I will wash out this container really well and put brand new soil in here and start over, which, you know, this plant grows very fast for me, so I don't think it'll be a problem. I am a little bit worried about the condition that it's in, whether it's going to withstand all that, but I think it will. So that's what I'm going to do. I will not be able to film that process only because it's in my laundry room where I'm going to be doing this, and there's just simply is not enough light, and I don't want to bring this out in the other room where all my other plants are, because I don't want them to get it. So I will bring you the finished product when it's done. I'll actually bring you an update down the road if and when this works and let you know. Okay, so that's that. Next to that, I have got what was my beautiful spider plants, and they're still very prolific growers, but also neglected, as you can see. And these two also need repotting. I didn't see any spider mites on this, even though they're very close. In fact, they're touching this other plant. And I've never had spider mites on my spider plant. I don't think they get them. I don't know, but I haven't seen any. I think this is all truly because, first of all, they need to be taken care of. I need to cut off the dead ones, and as you will probably know, if you have spider plants, that was due to lack of water. But they're okay. Most spider plants can go for a long time. They've got tuberous roots, and they can go for a long time without water. But this was just a little too long. So it's all right. It happens, and I'm going to be working on this. Probably going to take me a day or two to get all this done, and I will again bring you an update when it's complete, and you'll see how it bounces back. All right, so that's my plan. Wish me luck. I also have to clean off this table. It is a mess, and I don't like these kinds of messes. They make me nervous and anxious. So I've got a lot to do in this laundry room. It's been the last thing on my mind, because I'm trying really hard just to keep our living space comfortable right now, and due to my health issues, that in itself is quite a feat. But I'm managing, and I'm doing good, and every day is a little better than the day before. So that's what counts. I hope you all are happy and healthy, and I hope to be back soon. Thank you for watching. Hi there, everyone. I'm back. I didn't know I was going to get this all done today in time to film it, but I did, so I am bringing it to you. These are what's left of my purple passion plant. I was pleasantly surprised when I was cutting it apart. I have a few leaves on here that are actually very healthy and big and growing, but I didn't want to chance it and wait for the rest of them to get better. So what I did not do is I did not use a systemic. As I was cutting these apart, I cut them down on the stem, all the way down to the dirt, and I washed them under tap water with my fingers. I washed and rubbed every leaf to make sure that I had friction on there, and if anything was on there, it should be gone. And hopefully I got it all. If for some reason I see that it's not perking up, or it gets better and then starts to decline, then at that point I will use the systemic, but I try not to use chemicals unless I absolutely have to. So I took the pot that it was in and put it outside. My husband's going to have to dump it for me, and then I will wash and disinfect it. And by the time these get roots and to the point where I'm going to put them back in water, then that should be okay to go forward with that. So I'm going to put them in fresh soil. The only thing I am debating is whether or not to save the clumps of the original plant that are still in the soil. And I'm leaning towards not, but I haven't quite made up my mind yet. So we'll see what happens with that. But at any rate, I think these will be fine. Purple passion roots very well in water or soil. I've never had an issue with trying to root them. So providing not too much damage has been done. I know some of these have woody stems, and I'm not sure how well that's going to work, but we'll see. And I just wanted to bring this back to you and show you that this is what I ended up with. So I got 3 vessels here with distilled water, and this is in an east window, and I wish the sun was out so you could see it better, but we're having all kinds of weird weather here this last couple days. It goes from storming to sunshine and blue skies about every hour. The weather changes. But that's Wisconsin, so that's what we love about it, I guess. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me, and keep your fingers and toes crossed that this works. Like I said in the past, I did give a few of these cuttings to my friend Susie, and she made some beautiful big plants out of them. So she assured me that if this doesn't work, she will be happy to send me some of her cuttings from my plant. So that's wonderful, but hopefully we won't have to go that route. Hopefully this will just work. So, all right, well, you all have a good day, and this is actually the real end this time. And I will be back. Thank you. Bye now.